Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV, and City won a game of football at last. We talked about that in previous videos. Beat Luton 10-2-1. But I'm joined by Bernard Deneen from the Citizen channel. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, fine, wonderful. It's not too bad. Sun's trying to come out for once.
One day for what we've had recently. I mean, lad said it's going to be up to 10 degrees today, so that's quite nice.
Heady, I'm sweating now.
I'm a 3 degrees man myself, you know what I mean.
Well, they're all right. They're quite fit, those three ladies. Yeah, they're okay.
You missed me winking there, but yeah, you know what I mean.
How can I see a wink with them glasses?
I know, I said he missed it. He missed it. I thought that's winking. It's like a what's her name, Anne Robinson. Anyway, we're here to talk about something that pops up on social media and football again. And City have been losing games. That's been, opposition fan bases have been very, very happy. Obviously, because they can't win the league, they're relying on City to lose it. That's the only way they're going to be title contenders and winners this season. And it might just well happen. But I saw a tweet by a fella called Adam Salke. Don't know who he is. City fan, but that's it. And he said, here's a tweet. He said, if City win, it's awful. No competition, etc. If City lose, the wheels have come off, Pep's rattled, and the league is over. What will make the haters and bitters happy? Just be happy that this league has been blessed with its greatest ever team and greatest ever manager. Enjoy. And he's right. They've been overjoyed in the last few weeks with City losing and drawing games, and it being a wide open title race, looking like that at the moment. City sat languishing in fourth. Are we 7 points off the top? So we're miles behind. Or was it 4 points? I can't remember. You tell me. 4 points off the top. Sorry.
4 at the moment.
Yeah, languishing. Sorry.
We even drifted to evens with the bookies at one stage.
We're drifting out. Yeah, we're drifting out. So. It does grind a few people's gears, why the establishment, why the newspapers and the pundits are so, on one hand they say it's wonderful football, blah blah blah, but on the other hand they say it's boring, City shouldn't keep winning. Why can't they find a more even-handed ground back and say, look, if City, they're so good, they deserve to win. And you might find it a bit boring, but everybody has their time. Do you think they said it was boring when Man United were winning under Ferguson? They just lapped it up. Or when Liverpool were winning under Bob Paisley, they just lapped it up.
They do it the right way, mate.
Oh, sorry, mate. It means more. It means more to them. What load of crap. What do you think about the reactions from fan bases, from pundits and media, whatever? Why do they keep doing this to us? Why always us?
You think honestly now? Look at these charts. We haven't had the FFP problem with Europe, and we haven't had the Premier League problem still hanging over us, of course. Do you think it would be different? Do you think it would be? Because obviously the obvious thing is to Adam Salke, of course. I think you mentioned it. You're going to get United, Liverpool, Arsenal, even Wigan fans saying cheats. And that's what you get. And would it have been any different if we weren't accused of these things? Would City be getting any sort of the fact we spent loads of money, which we would have done? Still, we were owned by obviously the Abu Dhabi group, the United, Abu Dhabi United, whatever they used to be called in the old days. Do you think if there was nothing hanging over us, we'd be more appreciated?
No.
Why is that?
No, I think there's yes, the charges and all that. That's one thing. If we didn't have that, I still think we'd have pops at our owners. They'd still have pops at the Abu Dhabi stuff. They still have a pop at that. And because besides being nouveau riche and all that, we've upset the apple cart. The apple cart, when they used to talk about the big five, Everton used to be in the big five. We weren't. The big clubs, when it was the big four, was that Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Spurs. Were they the big four original?
No United in that.
Oh, sorry, Miss United. United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs. Did I mention Spurs? Then Chelsea, and then Everton. Anyway, So let's say the big five before City came along was Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, and then Spurs. Spurs were tagging on. I don't know why, because they ain't a big club. Just got a lot of vociferous, noisy, annoying fans. But City have come along. They've upset the apple cart, and those clubs that were winning so much, especially mainly United, and had such a big fan base, because we all know when you're winning, everybody wants to follow you. It happens. People want to chase success and be part of the winning team. We see it in many walks of life. People, for whatever reason, will want to be on the side of the winners, and even if the winners are not great winners. So we would have been hated because so many fans out there are still, you've got the Liverpool, United, Arsenal, pundits. So still so many of them. We've got obviously a few more City ones. Although when you hear Danny Mills and Niall Quinn and Andy Hinchcliffe talking, you think, well, did you actually play for City? But I just think that, because there's still so much red media, still so many journalists.
It'll take time. It'll take time to pass through the system, mate. That's the thing. It's
how long will it take? Because you've got to say now, we've been on top of the tree. Let's say 2014, because we weren't top of the tree until. Because when we won the league in 2012, United won in 2013. So I can't say we're top of the tree. But I think around that time, that's when we saw the changing of the guard. Okay. So for the last 10 years, we've been top dogs. We've been top dogs. But how long do we have to be top dogs for before we're accepted? United, before 1992, before the Premier League, they're the fan base, but trophy-wise, they were Aston Villa. I'm not putting Aston Villa down. Aston Villa were very, very good. Aston Villa had 2 European triumphs, if I'm right. Was it Aston Villa won it twice, or was it Forest who won it twice?
Forest.
Aston Villa had a European Cup. United had 1 European Cup at that point. Leagues, Villa would have had 8. United would have had around the same. So they were not too dissimilar in trophy-wise, okay? Okay, stature and the fan base is different. But United went on this run where Ferguson won them 13 titles. United had 6 titles, I think, before Ferguson turned up. Villa had 7 or 8. You can go and check that up. Ferguson won them all that. But before that, they were just another club who had some history. So I don't know. Will it take 10 years? I think it'll take 20 years, which is wrong. I don't think it should take 20 years for us to another 20 years for us to be properly appreciated. United did it.
We'll never be properly appreciated if we're found guilty of any of these charges, mate.
We're finished, mate. We're finished.
That's what I'm saying. When that happens, when it's all sorted one way or the other in the future, and if it goes against us, we don't know. We're hoping, obviously, we're saying that it's all absolute garbage. There might be one charge that's a load of rubbish and been dealt with. But, until that's sorted, and even, obviously you're going to if we get cleared of everything, nothing, yes, is failure to comply or failure to, which obviously they can't do anything drastic about something like that. If we get cleared, there will still be people going on about it. But at that stage, we will at least get it off our backs, and the club will get it off their backs. And no one can say it. They might say it. Say, well, look, it's been proven. We're not, like the European one. We're not cheating. So it's give us the credit we deserve. But until that happens, I just don't know at the moment.
We'll never get the credit because the UEFA case, once it got thrown out by CAS, people are still talking about it and saying, no, you got off on technicality. So they're not going to accept. They're never going to accept it. I don't know what you can do. Here's the thing. I'm just going to quickly tell you about the stats about the league titles. Okay, Villa have got 7 league titles and 7 FA Cups. Okay, and 1 European Cup. Now their last FA Cup win was in 1957. It's a long, long time ago. So all their last Premier League win or First Division was in 1981. So all their trophies, they'd not won anything for 10 years. But they'd not won anything for 10 years. When by the time Ferguson was taken over and starting his dynasty. Now United in the up to 1992 had won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 league titles. They'd won the FA Cup 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and they'd won the European Cup once. There is no difference. Practically, virtually the same. League Cup. I've not looked at the League Cups.
But you travel around the world, and you mentioned Aston Villa or Manchester United. There's only one team people knew.
But what I'm saying, in 1992, when I went at the Premier League, Aston Villa were top dogs.
Oh, yeah. And actually, but as far as reputation and worldwide acknowledgement, it wouldn't. It's like if you think the West Ham team had at least 3 players in the World Cup team, didn't they? Winning team, World Cup winning team. But and United obviously had Nobby Stiles and Bobby Charlton. But West Ham, if you went around the world and mentioned West Ham or United, it's always United who obviously people knew. Obviously, it dates further back to the 50s, doesn't it? When obviously they were a cracking team, and what happened with them, and it became legendary. That horrible thing happened, and they became legends because of that. Quite right, because it was a horrible thing, but at the time, they were flying. They were flying. They had the potential to be a brilliant European team in the 50s, like the Real Madrids and stuff like that. United were hoping to break into that. And they got knocked back by the disastrous thing that happened. But, of course, the reputation then grew and grew. And, of course, with the Busby Babes, etc. And it just became a phenomenon. And that's all it is. You can't, no one will ever. Liverpool, even if Liverpool have got one more trophy than United, it doesn't matter. No. They're never going to have the credence United have got. It hurts me to say it. That's just how it is. I mean, it's a fact of life. Nothing's going to change it. But all you can do, as Chelsea have done worldwide, they've got a big worldwide following now. Yeah. Did they get that by winning with young players and winning everything? No, they got that by some guy piling loads of money in and winning trophies. And they weren't restricted. They didn't get restricted by FFP when he was there. He was spending what the hell he wanted. Yeah, it's only when we came onto the stage that we got restricted. So we will get it. I will get it as long as we're cleared of all. If there's any spin sticks, I think it's going to be a long job. But there's a lot of young people supporting City around the world now because of that success, and they're not worried about 115 charges. They just jumped on the bandwagon, like you said, with United and all the other teams. But that's generational. That's another 20 years. There'll be far more, you'll be American actors. Oh, yeah, support City, or, like there are a few now, of course, but it'll just grow and grow.
Yeah.
We keep on being successful, so as long as Pep stayed for over 30 years, we cracked it.
Yeah. Even someone like Shankly's got a lot of aura around him. But he did, give him credit, he did all right, but I'm trying to think I can't remember when he took over, but he won the league title, I think, 3 times, Shankly, for Liverpool. So, was that in the 60s? So he did all right. But so his legendary status, it is legendary status. But to be honest, if you go back about 40 years, it's a long time.
Liverpool didn't win the Premier League for 30 years. Has it harmed the worldwide support? No.
Because actually what's helped them is a couple of things. Winning that European Cup on a couple of occasions, that's helped them. And the fact that all the pundits, Alan Hansen, Mark Lawrenson, Stevie Nicol, Kenny Dalglish, all the names were still there. Now, Kenny Dalglish was a pundit, but all those big names, and there'll be probably a few that I've missed out. Michael Owen, Jamie Redknapp, they're all there. And still now, Jermaine Pennant talks about Liverpool and Arsenal. Jim Beglin. There's loads and loads. in the media, the guy,
Jamie Carragher.
There you go. And there was that fella from just BBC.
Barnes used to do stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's still around.
Yeah. So loads of them, all ex-Liverpool, are doing stuff. McAtee does stuff.
Probably more than United, actually, isn't it? I mean, there's more Liverpool in the media than anybody else. And let's face it, Liverpool are our biggest, still probably our biggest rivals, even now.
Current rivals. Yeah. I mean, current rivals. I mean, 25 years ago, it would been Oldham Athletic, but now, we're mixing it with the big boys. We're mixing it with the big boys, and they don't like it. That's the thing. We are stopping them. We are depriving them of the trophies that they deserve. That's what everybody tells us. We're depriving them of trophies. If you were good enough, you'd win it on the pitch. That's where it matters. Mate, thanks for that chat. You look after yourself, and we'll see you around, Blues.